has been chosen as a temporary shelter location for migrant children being separated from their parents. Jacob Soboroff joins me now from Brownsville, Texas, where he toured a detention facility where children are being held. Jacob, you're getting a lot of attention for this report because when you toured this, and we should note that cameras were not allowed inside, only reporters with pens and pads. But after you toured this, you went on television and you said, these are basically prisons.
That's exactly right. And let me do the breaking news first, Katie. The kids that would otherwise be going to facilities like this or this specific facility, Casa Padre in Brownsville, Texas, may now be diverted because of that Trump administration zero tolerance policy that separates migrant children from their parents when they cross the border in what the administration says as an illegal act. The first location will be at the Tornillo Land Port of Entry. That's not far from El Paso, and we have learned and confirmed with our colleague Courtney Kuby at the Pentagon that 450 beds will be at that location, and it will be effectively a tent camp, a tent city, however you want to characterize it. And the reason that those facilities are necessary and that the federal government is scrambling to put them up now is because of this new policy. Now, back to our tour yesterday, we were part of the group of journalists that was granted the first access inside this facility since that zero tolerance policy was announced. And we're looking at some of those pictures right now. There are about 1,500 young boys between the ages of 10 and 17. This is the largest such facility in the country that are inside there. The vast majority arrived in the United States by themselves, but an increasing number were separated from their parents when they crossed the border illegally, in the words of the government. And now that number is up to about 30% here. Let me put it in perspective for you. About a year ago, there were only 80 migrant kids inside the facility behind me. It's 250,000 square feet. It's a former Walmart. Now there are nearly 1,500 kids. Part of that is because that Trump effect has worn off. People are more confident to come into the United States. But a big part of it is this flood of kids being separated from their parents. And now, again, with the breaking news, there will be the first tent city erected because of the influx of these people in the Tornillo Land Port of Entry in Texas.
I just want to be totally clear. This is the United States of America, and a tent city is being erected for children who have come across the border or children who are being separated from their parents by the American government. That's happening on United States soil.
Yeah, that's right. And look, we should be really clear that it has happened before. We've seen tent facilities, temporary structures erected in 2014 in what was a scramble, and then 2016 again with a large influx of unaccompanied child minors coming from Central America fleeing violence. But never before has it been part of a policy designed to create unaccompanied minors by separating them from their parents. This is a crisis that was manufactured by the Trump administration. It didn't need to happen right now, but it is happening because of this Trump administration policy that says 100% ideally, the number right now is around 60%, of families that cross and migrants that cross will be prosecuted for doing so.
When you say tent camps, what exactly do you mean? Are these little cities?